Smith Joy Design back here, part 2, working on this band. As you can see, I got me some staging here. I can get up on, climb around. We got a metal barn. It's got metal studs. So I'm gonna start up there on the barn itself and try to get that band on. What I'm gonna have to do is go up there and measure them metal studs. They're 4 foot on center. And then I'm going to take that measurements, I'm going to transfer that to a board and go ahead and pre-drill it. So once I get up there, I can self-tap right into it. Let's give it a shot. Got all my measurements, gonna transfer them to a piece of paper. There's where my 16 foot ends. We use a 16 foot board, so we'll work on this one section first. All right, let's go grab a board and transfer our measurements over, and then we'll go ahead and lay it out 16 on center too for our rafters. Time to lay it out. Lay it out, mark it, and I gotta pre-drill it for these 2.5 inch self-tappers that we're gonna be using to connect it to the metal studs. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my 16 inch center for my rafters. I want to see if it falls on any of these, because if it does, I'm gonna have to recess the head of these self tappers in there, not to mess me up. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got lucky. The only one we're gonna have to recess the head on is down at the end where it starts. And just want to give you a quick tip. So you see that? It's red, 16. Should go 32. When you want to go, every 16 inches is red, and you want to go 16 on the center, you mark 15.25. You go 3/4 before that red. Every mark 3/4 before that red. Draw your line, put your X on that side, boom. That'll put it 16 on center, because your 2x6 is 1.5 inches wide. Split that in half, that's 3/4. Technical difficulties. Got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Hard when you're only one person. And we'll figure it out. We'll think about it for a little while. I hope I got it right. Let's see. Busting it open. Dead man right here on our post, so we can put a walkway this way so we can get up there and eventually measure out our post and cut our post off and get our top band on this side. Anyhow, that's what we're going to do. All right, folks, me and little buddy, we got our walkway set up. Now what we're going to do is, I know the pitch of my roof is a 312 pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut me a 2x6 with 312 on it, end of it, put it up to that band. I'm going to run it down to my post. We're going to hold it up there and get a mark on our post so we know where to cut that off. Once we get that mark, then we're going to start cutting our posts and notching them out to put our band on. From our top band right here, and I'm going to go past our post. All right, to the end of the post is 77. We're going to cut it. We're just going to go ahead and run about 8 foot, just to give us plenty extra. It's just going to be a rough cut until we actually figure out exactly what we need. Let's go cut it. All right, like I said before, I know that our roof's a 312 pitch. This is Swanson Speed Square. Right here is your 3. You line that up right there on your edge. Mark it. So you got your 3 right at the edge. That's your angle you're going by. What that means is every foot you're dropping 3 inches. So we're going to cut that. That's what we need right there. Builders, we're back today. First thing we're going to do, we got our mark on this post, going to cut it off, and then we'll take a level with a board. We'll mark all our other ones, cut them, then we'll notch them for our band. All right. I think I might do this different, actually. I'm thinking, I got my chainsaw, but I want to see if my skill saw is deep enough to cut this. And get a little bit better cut than this chainsaw. Might not be, if not, we'll come back to the chainsaw. All right, I'll be back. What I'm going to do is get a sawzall, cut the rest of it with a sawzall. I think that's a little bit more controlled than that chainsaw. Nice, easy cut, more precise. Right. Got them all cut here. Now our next thing is, got to do a little notching for our front band. Let me go grab my measuring tape, need a speed square and a pencil. See you soon. Folks, our next step is, we're going to notch every one of these poles in the front. We're using a 2x6. The width of this 2x6 is 5 5/8. Go down 5 5/8, make a mark. We're going to go 1.5 inches deep. We're going to notch each one of these out. Our band will set right in there flush. All right, got all our poles notched out. Next step, we'll go get our 16-foot 2x6s, get us a measurement, go ahead and get them put up here, and then we'll have that complete. And after that, we'll get them nailed up, tacked up here, come back with our metal straps and our galvanized bolts, bolt everything together. Builders, we got the front of our band on. Now we're going to measure from inside to inside the post. We're going to put another double band here. So inside to inside, we'll get our measurement, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these we'll cut, and then we'll put them in here and nail them in. We'll get to measuring. We'll get after it. Builders, we got our top band on. Now time to put our straps on. Galvanized. Got our hardware. First off, we're going to put our band up here where we want it. And then we're going to make a mark, and then we're going to drill the holes out. Right on a knot too, that ain't fun. Builders, That's it for part 2 on how to build a lean-to to assisting instructor. We got the band on, everything strapped down. Join us for part 3, getting the rafters on and installing the roof. Anyhow, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Take care, build on. Oh yeah, and give props to my little man for helping us out.